Gleafon Bros here with our very own Daniel Heffernan and his top 4 Irish Nationals deck.
Looking first Nat stop, man, feels pretty good. Top 4 through the top 4 match. Unfortunately, should have won that, but whatever, man. Yeah, fucking pretty salty. So this is the deck at Sky Strikers. It's probably one of the best decks they've printed in a while.
Sure.
If you just have the cards to do things, that deck does whatever it fucking wants. Like it walks over everyone else if the engine's going. So jumping into the profile quickly, it's just triple Ray, 2 Phantom Sky Blaster for the OTK. It's really strong. I'll explain it at the end of the profile. It's triple Ash, triple Droll, triple Veiler, and 1 Ghost Ogre because I wanted to round that to 15 monsters.
Okay.
With 25 spells. Because the deck tends to brick pretty hard if you just open all these monsters sometimes, so I want to keep it as spell heavy as possible. So obviously, like, one of the best cards they printed in a long time. Engage.
Yeah, Engage.
It's just a fucking not once per turn, draw 1, search, unbeatable. Like triple Hornet Bit. Could be cut to 2, I think. I don't know, maybe.
I think it's really good with the guy.
Yeah, it's really good with Sky Blaster, but everything searches everything, so I think like it should be okay. So triple Widow Anchor, this is necessary. It's really strong. It's just Forbidden Chalice, like on steroids. 1 multi-roll. I wouldn't play 2 of this. The deck is prone to breaking with the 1-ofs, so you want to minimize the 1-ofs as possible. So then 1 Hurt Base. This is a crazy good card. It's just drawing 2 over monsters is really strong. 1 Afterburner, 1 Jamming Wave. I think 1 of 1 is probably correct again. You don't break too many 1-ofs. 2 Field Spells. This is really good. 2 Field Spells, 2 Terraforming, just to like turbo you to your cards, so you reduces bricks and things.
Yeah.
Triple Goods and 1 Map Fusion. These 4 are pretty mandatory to like start off your engine. Double Twin the main, 1 Upstart, 1 Rhoda, and 2 Terraforming Field Spells.
Sure.
That's the whole main deck.
And that rounds it out to 40, yeah?
40 cards in the main deck, yeah.
Pretty nice.
In terms of changes, I don't know, man. I reckon my hand trap ratio is probably wrong, but it was good enough to get me there in the day. I don't think Impermanence is good enough to play, but I probably would have played it if I had some.
Sure.
So then, extra deck, 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku. This is necessary, obviously. 1 Ingrisu. I probably should have played Unicorn instead of this, Nightmare Unicorn. Didn't make it all day. In hindsight as well, Unicorn is easier to make because you don't need fucking Link monsters.
Sure.
It's really tough to get 2 Link monsters on board, especially if you already have a Kagari or Shizuku. It just you can't play it really. 1 Space Insulator for the OTK. There should be 2 Link Spiders here for the OTK. This is for the OTK. This is for the OTK. Phoenix is just good removal.
Yeah, we were talking about this with Cormac's profile that you can make them the rivalry with the Phantom Sky Blaster.
Yeah, really strong if you Sky Blaster in 2 tokens for food. This Mermaid. I was afraid of Goki and getting Nightmare Cryptor Bleed, but I didn't see it all day, which I guess is a good thing. And then 1 Sarah Yuya. This is to be made with the Phantom Sky Blaster, and if you resolve the draw 4 effect, you win the game. Yeah. Because all of the cards are just so powerful by themselves. If you're turboing into like 4 really good cards, if you pick the best ones, you just win the game. That's the extra deck. Side deck, the 3rd Twin. Just for matchups, like fucking back row heavy bullshit. Triple Call by the Grave. This was really good all day. Ash and Reaper are just so prevalent in the format. You need to. I'd consider maining 2 of these, but again, it doesn't really advance your strategy like when you're going first. Triple Shared Ride. This is crazy good against Trickstar and Brandish. You just flip it up and it stuns them for the turn. And if not, you draw like 80 cards and you draw into hand traps and you just win. Triple Evenly Matched. This is good for Altergeist decks and random back row and Draco and things. I ended up siding it against a Trickstar player, and it was the reason for my only loss in Swiss, so it's pretty unfortunate. 2 Typhoon for Dracos and back row decks, you know, the flip order. You have to have Typhoon or something just to try and clear it. Double Sphere Mode for Goki, and then the 1-sided Shark Cannon.
Okay.
I was going to main this, but one of the guys in the team convinced me that it wasn't good enough to main, which I believe in. They're definitely right. Like it's sort of really situational, except in the mirror match.
Okay.
So you want to play it out. So that's the deck list. In terms of the main plays, the OTKs is probably one of your strongest plays if you can draw it. So this is a non-searchable 2 of called Phantom Sky Blaster. The Cormac explained it as well.
Yeah.
Okay. You can watch. Oh yeah. So I wouldn't play 3 because the card just bricks in your hand.
Okay.
And like again, I'd really like to cut the monster count down. Like some interesting decks I saw only played 7 monsters with 2 Diablos, and then they had just all these spells, and it just seems really attractive and like hyper consistent to me because when you open like all these spells, you're not breaking unless you have the 1-ofs.
Yeah.
So like I think it'd be nice to get engine rolling. So if you want to see the combo, watch Car's profile, but it's basically this.
We're gonna do a separate video.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that's the main deck. The deck is ridiculously strong. The only thing it's struggling with is actually getting the engine going.
Sure.
But if you can just use engage and end with 2 engage in hand with a Ray on board or a Shizuku, whatever, you're in such a strong position because like no matter how they remove your Link monster, unless it's by Widow Anchor, the Ray will float. So then you can use it again to get another back search in the end phase or add something else back. And then the following turn, you just absolutely murder them with the 2 engages. Like you just pound them. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck list. I think Trickstar is probably the worst matchup for the deck. You know, it's tough, but it's kind of a coin toss. See who opens better, really. They can do like so much damage and fucking all these cards and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so shout out to Team Cerebros and the lads. Shout out to everyone who let me cards.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, boys.
Shout out to Hef for forgetting his jersey for day 2.
Didn't forget it was a sweaty mess. I put that shit on. Cool.
So that's perfect.
Thanks for the profile.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Hef. Congratulations on your top 4.